Have you ever wondered what these rooms are actually for, and why Peach installed these in her castle before Bowser invaded it and trapped everyone behind the castle walls? I've wondered that myself. That's why I decided to make this video to give my best guess as to what the purpose of these rooms are actually for. I will include all of the rooms that Mario has access to inside the castle and outside. So levels like the Secret Slide and Wing Cap are included because they're physically part of the castle itself. But I don't think the Wing Cap stage counts, because it seems like it takes place in a whole other area. I won't include the Bowser stages because it's obvious they were installed by Bowser himself. Here we have the lobby, which is the heart of the castle. It serves as the entry point for guests to admire the colors and architecture of the interior as well as mingling with each other during parties and such. Next is the Bob-omb Battlefield room. I believe this serves as a guest room that Peach has her subjects arranged for any special guests staying the night like the Mario Bros or ministers from other kingdoms. I like to imagine this room was beautifully decorated and was torn away after Bowser arrives, so that explains why it looks so barren. Next is the Whomp's Fortress room. Judging by its length, I assume this room is a conference room of some sort due to the railings and slopes, and the center of the room was supposed to have a large table where Toads to discuss their next plan to defend against Bowser or developing new housing for stray Toads to live in the Mushroom Kingdom. Next is the Jolly Roger Bay room. As you can tell from the giant display cases of fish on both sides of the room, this room serves as the aquarium for the castle residents to take a quick break from the day and admire the fishies as well as feeding and cleaning the water. As for the secret aquarium, I have no idea why that was installed or who did that, but I made a video on it months ago if you're interested in seeing it. Next is the Cool Mountain room. I assume this room is a rec room of some sort, where residents can set up their TVs and play on their video game consoles with each other and set up recreational playthings like a billiards table, table tennis, basketball hoop, and etc. Really anything they can fit in here. Next is Peach's room. 64's version of Peach's room looks extremely bland. It contains 3 stained glass windows of Peach with little to no room. But it's a good thing there's a giant literal slide hidden behind one of the windows. I believe the slide's purpose is to have all the residents evacuate the castle in case of intruders with dangerous weapons, and this is their safe haven until they are dealt with. Either that or the Toads just want to slide down and have some fun. It could go either way really. Next up is the first Bowser fight room. This hallway is very peculiar because there's nothing much to it except for the gaping narrow hallway with a Bowser/Peach painting at the end. I assume this room is where the Toads pay their respects for Peach, considering she's the ruler and all, but I can't think of anything else that this room could be used for. Next is the courtyard. The courtyard is where the main garden takes place, where the residents grow fresh crops and flowers so that chefs can use them to cook delicious foods. I believe the reason why there are no crops and flowers are because of the Boo invasion. Their deadly ghostly presence probably wilted all of them, resulting in only trees and grass for some reason. Next is the Dire Doc's room. This is yet another room that I have trouble guessing the purpose for, because it's just a narrow hallway with a giant water portal that was created by Kamek, assuming. Maybe this room was used as a training room for Toads to practice their archery/sword skills by sparring with each other and setting up targets and whatnot. Next is the basement. I believe this is the dungeon for intruders to be locked inside for invading the castle, and Peach ordered her Toads to remain here until further notice. That explains the dank and murky atmosphere, and the torches on the walls to create an eerie aesthetic. Next is the Hazy Mazy Cave room. This room was supposedly the waste disposal of the castle where all the garbage is dumped into the portal, in which all ends up in Hazy Mazy Cave. I believe this portal was created by one of the castle's magicians to create a quick method of dumping their unmentionables without spending too much time walking out of the castle to dispose of trash normally. Next is the basement tunnel. I believe this tunnel is an emergency escape route in the event of a fire, and all the residents use this tunnel to form a single file line to exit a door one by one, or all panic and trample each other because they're Toads who get scared easily. Next is the Vanish Cap stage. I believe this labyrinth, hidden in the underground section of the castle, is a secret training grounds for Toads applying to be guards, to compete in order to gauge their stamina, endurance, and ability to overcome these tricky jumps without falling, to see if they are worthy of becoming Peach's royal guards. If they do fall, however, they are safe because it teleports you outside anyway. Next is the tiny huge island room. I believe this horizontal room is used as a ballroom of some sort for parties to be held, and where Toads can dance their worries away. Due to the huge amount of space here, it doesn't seem unlikely. Next is the mirror room. I assume this massive mirror room is used as an exercise room for residents to freely set up their equipment to bulk up or lose weight in front of the mirror so they can check on their progress. Next up is a tick-tock clock room. I believe this dreamy room containing a giant tree clock is where the residents go to take a power nap when needed in case they have a headache or something, and the dimly lit and echoes of the clock hand moving are clear indications that this is supposed to be a nap room of some kind, or at least that's what I think. Next up is the endless stairs room. This room is strange because it's another narrow staircase that leads to nothing but a giant Bowser portrait. I assume this is Peach's personal room, where she climbs the stairs to take care of personal princess business that no one else should witness, or this is where she has her alone time brainstorming what she should be doing to improve the state of her kingdom. Nevertheless, no matter what the purposes of these rooms are actually for, this game is still fun as heck, and is very iconic, and the rooms will not affect my stance on the quality of this game. Comment down below what you think the purpose of these rooms are. Thank you for watching, please like and subscribe for more like these.